the Iron Trader, and this is the last call of the day here. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted along with the EIA report for crude oil. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, market, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your 1 minute and your 5 minute chart. Now you can see here the really nice uptrend. Okay, this is what you always want to get. So we had this downtrend situation going on here, but then you notice that it bottomed, and then what it did is you put in that series of higher lows. That's, I always say, that's very, very bullish. So what you always want to do is watch that 8-day, that 21-day. If that's lost, then it comes right down to that 50 SMA here, and then even the Hondo here. But see, this is why you want to put these simple moving averages on every chart. It works really, really good. So we are here in a really good uptrend here. There's a lot of big brouhaha going on in the Middle East. And so that crude oil here is rallying. Now you look here on a 5 minute chart, you got the exact same thing, but this is nothing but buying opportunity when you see a chart here with all these higher low kind of a situation. So actually I scalped it here this morning, the UCO. You had a really good range here so far. You had 37 on the bottom and 31.29 there here on the old top. I sold it out this morning here at 29. What did I sell it at? 39.80. I dumped it out and then I rebought it here. So I'm still holding it long for right now. I'm going to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to show you exactly what's going to happen maybe here on the daily and on the weekly chart. But I just say when you look at these are the tradable charts right here, your 1 and your 5 minute chart. But when you see an area like this where you have bottom left, upper right, that's what you want to do, is just stay long here until you reverses. But right now you just have a nice good trend and it's just rallying here all the way up here nicely. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have your daily, here we have your weekly. So let's just take a look here at this weekly here real quick. This is what we're looking for, this series of higher lows. Now, even though we did lose this 200 SMA here, this is on a weekly, so we got a couple more days left. Today's only Wednesday. But again, what we have here is you have a low, higher low. See this higher low here and a higher low kind of a situation. So if we can maintain the 77.55 here by Friday here, this is looking really good. But then again, you're going to start running into a lot of resistance once we get up here. Okay, so you got 78.96 here. We have this 8-day here. You're sitting at 80.39. And then we have our 80.39 is your 21-day here, and then your 8-day here sitting at 79.90. So there's a lot of resistance here overhit. But you can see here how we had that series of lower highs and lower lows. But then we got this bottoming tail here. This is what we're looking for here to take this bad boy up higher. Now, when we look here on the daily chart, well, we were looking for a bottoming candle, and what we had here is you have this series of lower highs, but all bottoming candles aren't the same. Okay, so we look at here. You say, oh, geez, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's a red candle. Yeah, but see, we had that green candle which put in a higher low and a higher high. That's the beginning of that to take off, okay? It's just no different than we have a bottoming tail here, and this tears it right on up here. Same way with here, bottoming tails, they come in all different forms. But when you see this on the chart here, okay, we see a red candle, and then you have that green next to it, but it puts in a higher low. That tells you got to get into the trade, and then she takes it right on up here. Okay, and that's exactly what we had here today. We basically went all the way down. Now, I was long yesterday for the simple reason is when that API report came out, it was very bullish and it sent crude up higher. Okay, so that was to tell me to get long, and then when it ran up into the 8-day today, I sold my share. But then it came right on down here, then I rebought it, and now she's running back up here again. So we were looking at the top of this candle at that 77.69 here. Obviously, we can see that that's higher than that. So what we're looking at here on the upside is we're looking at today's high, that 78.06 level. And then what we have here, you got 78.19. And then we're going to come up here, 78.47. But this is what you're looking at right here is going to be this 78.60. That is your 200 simple moving average. Now, again, if we can get above that, you got some candles here. You got 78.73 here. What we have is 79.13. But then we'd be looking right here at this 79.29. That is going to be your next level of resistance. And then we can run all the way up here to your 21-day at 80.20, and then possibly here to your 100-day here at 80.57, which lines up all pretty much nicely on what we have going on here on the weekly chart. Now, on the downside, this is going to be very, very key here. Now, this is going to could become an also a very, very nice trade here. So, okay, so this is what you want to watch. You want to watch at 77.15. Now, when those futures open at 6 p.m. here, we're going to be trading against today's candle. Okay, that's 78.60. on the high and that 75.18 there on the low. But what we're watching for is this 8 simple moving average at 77.15. If this sells down, okay, and you hold that key 8 SMA, that could be a very good buying opportunity here to take it back up to the 200 SMA here. Now, I am still long, but what I would do here, if it does sell down to that area, I would end up adding more to my position. And if it holds that area, then we can take it back up higher again here. Okay, so this is going to be very, very key level here to 77.15. Now, obviously, if that is lost here, then we just follow these candles down. What you got here is you got that 76.98. We have 76.40. We have this 76.04. That's going to be very, very key level going on there. And then we can just work yourself right down here. You got 75.35. What do we have here? 75.18. And then we have this low here of yesterday at 74.59. Okay. So, but again, everything is going to be based on this 8 day. So if we can hold this 8 day, even if it comes down to sells down, okay, say it sells down here, that'd be a good buying opportunity if it holds it to take this thing right back up again. Because it looks like we're getting a reversal situation going on here. Okay, so a lot of times we get these big green candles here. You're running to resistance, but that doesn't mean that it can't come down and retest. Okay, this is a perfect example right here. See this big green candle? Okay, then it went sideways, but you had a sideways action, almost like a bull flag, but it's holding, it's retesting the next day. See how it retested this 21 day and then move back up? That might be exactly what will happen here on 8 day. That's your buying opportunity here to take this thing longer, because once we get that 8 day and it starts curling up again, then this is what you're going to get here going higher. Now, seasonality is pretty much going to be in play here going on. So this is what you want to do here on the Crude. Watch this 8 SMA here. As long as that price is closed above, that's a buying opportunity here to take it longer. Okay, so we might be at a trading op here between this 8 day, okay, and the 200 day. We got to see how that all shakes out. But usually when you get candles like this, it starts moving up here really good. But then you notice here how you run into this resistance where it pulls back. Okay, see that resistance pulls back. See, this is what you got to do. But this is what I'll be looking for, is if we can get a situation like here, we have this big green candle and then it pulls back down again. That's your buying opportunity, and then we can take it up higher here. Now, again, it could go sideways and make a bull flag, just like a situation like we had here, but this looks like it just wants to go higher, kind of a situation here now. Now, your RSI here, we're looking really good. We're moving up here, and I guess, you know, we just have to, there's really no divergences here. There really isn't anything here to say I can trade off of here. It's not like that natural gas. But again, this is what we want to look at, is RSI here. And now we look at your MACD. It looks like it wants to curl up versus what we had yesterday. If we can get across above that red, then this is what we get when that green crosses, and then this is what you get here. So don't have no opinion here. Just trade this, okay? So right now we're just looking for this 8 simple moving average. If it just keeps right on rallying here, then watch that 200 day and then watch this key 50 SMA here. And then we have your 21 day, and there's a lot of resistance right here because it lines everything up here like with your weekly chart, okay? So that's what we want to key. Now, again, by Friday, we want to hold that 77.55 level. That would be very good here, and that would be very bullish to take this thing higher. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your hourly, and your 4-hour chart. Now, you can see here what we had is you had this, oh, I take that the wrong way. Okay, see what we had? We had this double top situation here at 2.27. So you put in 2.27, and then you retested it with 2.26. Okay, that's always the kiss of death when you put a lower high in, and then she's going to come right on back down here. Same way with this, and same way with this situation, came right down. Now, again, it's been holding this level here, this 1.99, which is always very good. And then you can see where it rallied right on up here. It couldn't break through, and then she just came right on off again. Now, again, UNG was a very good trade. I made 50 cents yesterday on 5,000 shares, and then I made another 40 cents today on the 5,000 shares, and then I took it right off, and then I got into the cold. I made a 1.5 there on the cold. So that all worked out very, very well. But again, when you see this situation, let's look at here on the 4-hour chart, okay? So when you see the situation, we have this double bottom, okay, or actually triple bottom situation going on, and it holds, then you have that rally up here. But again, what you do is you're looking for these topping tail situation, and then once you see that red candle, that tells you that you got to get out of that trade. And I'm going to show you on a daily and weekly, once you lose that 8 day, then you got to get out of that trade for the long side and get into the short ski. But again, natural gas, very, very good trader. Now, again, remember, when you look at seasonality charts, and you just go on my playlist, The seasonality charts are right on there. Or you can go to equityclock.com. Everything is right there for as far as seasonality chart. But easy, just click on a playlist. Real easy. I got natural gas, I got crude oil there, I got NASDAQ on there. Okay, you can just click it up there. It's all right there. Same way with your candlesticks. Same way with chart patterns. It's all sitting right there. Just easy peasy. Okay. But again, when you see this situation here, and then we have this like a tail on top here, and you see that red candle, that tells you, tells me that I got to get out of that trade and I can go short. Now, if you're just a long trader, then you just get out of the trade and you wait for another buying opportunity. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, this is what I was talking about right here. Okay, so first of all, here we have this positive divergence going on here. Okay, that was very, very good. That's why I held the trade yesterday. But I cut my shares down. I had 5,000. I cut it down to 2,000 shares there. So that was really that really worked out good. I just sold it right away there, made the 40 cents, and I was happy with that. Okay, and then what it is, and I jumped right into that KOLD here, and because what it did, the reason I did is because you lost this 8 SMA here. Okay, sitting at roughly 2.09, say 210. Once you start losing that, okay, that tells me that I got to get out of the whole situation. And if you look at the top of this candle, you're looking basically at 2.14. You just bring right over the top here, that's 2.15. You see that resistant level right there, okay? 2.15, and then we had 2.149, okay? That was your resistance. That's the first thing I was looking at this morning, okay, is I'm thinking, can it bust above? Well, if it can, then you go right to that 2.17, then you go have your 2.20, okay? But you notice that it just couldn't do it. So that's the first tell. And then when it started coming off here and it got below that 8 SMA here, that tells me I got to get out of my trade and go short ski, okay? That's what I look at. Now, again, I don't really care about selling the top. I don't really care about selling the bottom. Now, you know, I mean, I sold it at 13.90. I could have got, I think it was like a little bit more over 14. That doesn't really care about that, or like buying the bottom. I'm looking for that big chunk in the center. That's all that matters to me. Okay, so you just take your profit and then you move on. And then what you do is, like me, I just shorted it, got a 1.5 out of KOLD, and that's good. I'm flat for right now. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be looking for. You're sitting right now here. Real time on natural gas at 2.04. So what we're looking for here, you're looking at the bottom here, you're looking at 2.03, and then we have 2.01. But this is the big banana right here, this 1.99. This is what you're trading against here. So we're going 1.99 at the bottom, and we're going this 8-day here on the top, 2.09 on the top there. Okay, so that's what you're trading in. Again, we have sideways action. But again, if you notice that here, this positive divergence is still very, very much intact. Just because we had a current come off here, that doesn't mean anything, not just because of the red candle, but we have this positive divergence here, and we have this. The green is just about ready to cross over that red. This is like an oversold condition kind of a situation. So don't have no opinion, because this can rally hard, very strong here the very next day here. So just don't worry about it. That's just saying, like here we had that red candle. Then all of a sudden we started getting these green candles here, and then all the way on up again here. So just don't have no opinion. Just trade what's in front of you. So just two things that you really have to watch. 1.99. That's it. That's what you got to watch on the downside. Okay. If that is lost, then you got 197, 195, 192, but this is where you're going, 19. Okay, that's it. That's where you're going. Very, very simple. You lose that, then we just follow these candles here all the way down. Okay, 1.85. What do you got there? 1.80. Okay, 1.78, and then we come all the way down here, 1.67. That is your big fill. Okay, gap fill. But that's only if you lose this 1.99. Upside right here, very easy. Okay, you're looking here, 2.09. That's all you got to worry about right now is this 2.09. If we can close above it, then we have targets here with these candles. But realistically, you're going right to that 21-day at 2.20, and right here, 2.21. That's where you're going here on the, if you can break and close above that 8 simple moving average. Okay, very, very easy. So just trade that's in front of you. Natural gas will have its day again. No worries here, because right now it just looks like we're finding a bottom. That's what we're looking at, finding a bottom. And remember, when she rips, look how this thing can rip. It'll rip your face clean off here, okay? So just be patient with the old natty gas. Now, when we look here on your weekly chart, well, what we're looking for here is we want to get above that 220, which lines up very, very nice here with this situation. And then we have here, you have your 8 SMA at 2.37, and then we have your 50 SMA here at 2.45 level here, okay? Which lines up pretty nice here with all this situation here. But again, just be patient. This could be a nice, good sideways action, because actually today, even though you have a red candle, you still made a higher high and a higher low. than we had here yesterday, okay? So just take that all into consideration. Just be very patient. Watch 199 on the bottom, and then watch that 2.099 on the top. Trade that range till she breaks either way. Okay, that's what I got for you on a little crude ski, a little natty gas. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8, and we'll do it all over again. Now remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Thanks for watching.